I want to introduce you to the contestants for the 2024 NBA 3-point shooting contest. Former All-Star, current All-Star, current All-Star, former All-Star, current All-Star, current All-Star, current All-Star, and Malik Beasley. You might think that this meme about Malik Beasley is true, but it's completely the opposite. The 3-point competition has become more about popularity, where people who already have a name are selected to compete.
But Jake, why do you say that? All these players are good 3-point shooters.
To that, I'd say, you're right, a random viewer with super dope voice. They're all good shooters, but they're not the best. Damian Lillard, Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, and Trae Young aren't even in the top 50 in terms of 3-point percentage. As we can see here, Malik Beasley is the best shooter percentage-wise out of this group. Then it's Cat. Then Jalen Brunson was so far down at number 36, I couldn't even take a screenshot. But there's a whole 6 players above Malik Beasley that have better shooting percentages this season. Once again, I hear you saying,
but Jake, there have always been stars in the 3-point contest. What makes it different this year?
You're right. But guys like Steph, Clay, and Larry Bird have always been some of the best shooters and players in the league at the same time. In fact, let's take on Larry Legend for a second. Let me take you back to the very first 3-point contest in 1986.
$10,000, I'm sure. It's Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, our winner here in the 3-point long-distance shootout.
He then won the next year, and then the next year, giving him a three-peat. Bird might have been invited to promote the contest because of his name, but he was also the 4th best shooter in the league that year. In fact, all 8 contestants that year were in the top 16 in shooting percentage. Once again, half of the contestants aren't even in the top 50 this year. Tell me you can name 4 of these players from the 86 competition and I'll give you a fat high five. But this is what makes it so good. I want players who we don't already know, but that we come to love because of the 3-point contest. And if you think the NBA just wants viewership and that's why they bring stars in, think again. The dunk contest has always had guys we've never heard of before. We've had guys like Hamid Diallo, Mac McClung, Obi Toppin,
the degree of difficulty is 9 across the board too.
and even Zach LaVine light up at night because of their performance.
Between the legs. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
I think we have a
Good night, sweetheart.
I think he just went back to back.
Yeah. Good night,
He just
sweetheart.
went back to back.
And now, most of them have become household names, especially Mac McClung, the mysterious G League underdog who won it all last year. And I know guys like Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine, and Obi Toppin were all lottery picks, but their exposure was nowhere near what it was before they competed in their first dunk contest. And it was when we paired up Gordon versus LaVine that we got the greatest dunk contest in the history of the entire league.
That mascot.
Now sure, there have been some duds. Jericho Sims.
Another arm in the rim. Oh, he's going to read the list. He was going to read it. He was going to read something. Let me see. Let's see what he got up there. Like anything from New York. Come on, man. Well, last year...
But even I saw the vision there. He's a 6'10 center who plays in New York with a 45-inch vertical. That's awesome. And it was completely his fault that it sucked. Why are we not doing this with a 3-point contest? I want to see younger guys such as Isaiah Joe, Aaron Nesmith, and Jalen Williams compete. It could be the same exact effect we as fans experience with the dunk contest, but the league is just spoon-feeding us with literal all-stars who aren't even close to being the best shooters. I want to see Sam Merrill go up against Grayson Allen, 2 guys who shoot 44 and 49% from 3 respectively. However, I do like what they're doing with the Steph versus Sabrina Ionescu challenges here.
Ionescu on fire. This is ridiculous. Has this arena buzzing. Finally misses. She's already up to 31. In the corner. This is incredible. Sabrina Ionescu. You bet. The greatest performance we have ever seen in this contest.
And that piques my interest almost enough to forget about my sadness of not seeing Norman Powell compete this year. But it's a step in the right direction. The NBA needs to go back to its roots. Guys like Steph and Clay are going to be out of the league in about 5 years, and we need to build that foundation now. We have been so blessed with Steph and Clay and Dame competing in competitions for the last decade. Now it's time for the young guys to make a shot. Literally. Just like the dunk contest, we need to start building up some names of the greatest shooters in the league. And once we do, we are on our way to witnessing the greatest All-Star weekend we've ever seen. Starting next year, obviously, because they are kind of screwed it up this year, so we'll start next year.